Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Emily, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. We have an interesting topic to explore: how to master vocabulary. Joining me is my wonderful co-host, Daniel.
Hi, friends, I'm Daniel, and I'm excited to be here as well. Today's topic is one that every language learner asks about sooner or later. How to master vocabulary. Without vocabulary, we really can't express our ideas, right, Emily?
Exactly, Daniel. Vocabulary is like the foundation of a house. Without strong words, the house of language falls apart. But many learners tell me, Emily, I keep forgetting words even though I study hard. So Daniel, let me begin with this question. Why do learners forget words so easily?
That's a really good question, Emily. And to be polite to our learners, I want to say it's not your fault. Our brains are designed to forget things unless we use them often. Think of words like new friends you need to meet them, talk with them, and spend time with them. If you ignore them, they'll disappear from your memory.
I love that comparison. So, listeners, remember, words are your friends. Don't ignore them. Now, Daniel, let's imagine this. A learner studies 10 new words today. What should they do to make sure those words don't vanish tomorrow?
Great scenario. Here's my polite advice. First, put the words into sentences right away. If you learned the word enthusiastic, don't just say enthusiastic. Say, I feel enthusiastic about learning English today. Second, use the word in different situations. Maybe say, my teacher is enthusiastic about teaching. The more connections you build, the stronger the memory becomes.
That makes so much sense. And I think learners often forget because they only memorize lists. But Daniel, some people say, vocabulary is boring. I don't enjoy studying it. How can we make it fun?
I love this question. Learning vocabulary should be fun, not punishment. Here are some creative ways. Play word games like crosswords or Scrabble.
Sing the words yes. Put them into your favorite song's rhythm.
Make silly stories. For example, if the word is umbrella, imagine an umbrella flying to the moon. Funny images stick better in your brain.
I can just see that umbrella flying. And I agree. Laughter makes learning enjoyable. But Daniel, what about review? How often should learners review vocabulary to really master it?
Excellent point. The best method is spaced repetition. That means review the new word after 1 day, then after 3 days, then a week later, and then after a month. Each time, you'll remember it better. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't pour a whole bucket once, you give it water regularly.
Beautifully said. Regular watering, regular reviewing. Now let me ask you something personal. What's a vocabulary learning trick that worked for you when you were learning another language?
Good question. When I was learning Spanish, I used to write new words on sticky notes and put them on objects at home. For example, I'd stick la mesa on the table or la puerta on the door. Every time I saw the object, I also saw the word. It worked like magic.
That's such a smart idea. I once tried something similar with French. I wrote words on flashcards and carried them in my bag. on the bus, in a cafe, anywhere I'd take them out and practice. It made waiting time very productive.
See, learners, vocabulary doesn't need to be boring. It can fit into your daily life. Even short moments can be opportunities to practice.
Absolutely. Now, let's do something fun. Daniel, I'll test you with a word and you make a sentence. Ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
The word is curious.
Okay, here's my sentence. I am curious about how our listeners practice their vocabulary every day.
Perfect. Okay. Another one. Delicious.
The cake Emily baked last week was so delicious, I ate to pieces.
Ha, that's true. I do bake cakes. And listeners, you can play this game with your friends. Choose a word and challenge each other to make creative sentences.
Yes, and remember, the more you use a word, the more comfortable it feels. Just like wearing new shoes, at first they feel strange, but after a few days, they feel natural.
Wonderful example. Before we finish, Daniel, let's answer one final question. If you had to give one golden rule for mastering vocabulary, what would it be?
My golden rule would be, don't just study words, live with them. Read them in books, hear them in music, use them in writing, and speak them in conversations. When words become part of your daily life, you'll never forget them.
That's a golden rule, indeed. Dear listeners, I hope today's episode gave you not just tips, but also encouragement. Remember, vocabulary learning is a journey, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, but always worth it.
And you're never alone on this journey. We're here with you, cheering you on.
Well, dear listeners, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We really enjoyed talking with you about mastering vocabulary, and we hope you picked up tips you can start using right away.
Remember, learning a language is not a race, it's a journey. Even if you learn just one or two new words every day, that's progress. Celebrate your small wins because they lead to big success over time.
Exactly. And please don't be too hard on yourself if you forget words. Forgetting is natural, it just means your brain needs more practice. Stay curious, stay positive, and most importantly, stay consistent.
If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd love it if you could share it with a friend who's also learning English. That way, you can learn together and keep each other motivated.
And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next episode. We'll be back with more fun conversations, helpful tips, and of course, encouragement for your learning journey.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. We truly appreciate you, and we're excited to keep growing together.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep shining with your English. Take care, everyone.